In order to maintain the dignity of our commencement program, we ask that everyone refrain from using noisemakers of any kind during the ceremony. We also ask that you show respect to those around you as you celebrate your special graduate. Please keep the aisleways in the gymnasium and in the foyer clear. We ask that you please do not enter the area where graduates are seated. Parents and friends who wish to take pictures or videos during the ceremony are asked to do so in an area that does not impede the path for the graduates. Thank you for your cooperation. Welcome to Cleveland State Community College. We would like to call your attention to the location of emergency exits in the gymnasium. Please note the lighted exit signs at the rear right and the rear left of the gymnasium. In the unlikely event of an emergency, proceed immediately to the exit nearest to you. Also, smoking or the use of tobacco products of any type is prohibited on any property owned by or leased and operated on behalf of Cleveland State Community College. We ask that all guests and visitors refrain from using any tobacco products on campus, including parking lots and sidewalks. We hope that you will enjoy your time on the Cleveland State Community College campus. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Willie Thomas, and I serve as Assistant to the President for Equity and Inclusion. We want to take a moment for reflection, to consider all the hard work by students, faculty, and staff, to think about all the people that supported you along the way, to imagine the many opportunities before you, and to consider all the blessings that brought each of us to this point of celebration and thanksgiving. Will you please join me in a moment of silence? Thank you. At this time, will you please rise for the national anthem performed by Vocal Rhapsody under the direction of Karen Dale.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. To the class of 2021, you made it. Great job, everybody. No other class in the history of this college had to overcome a worldwide pandemic on their way, on their path to graduation. But you guys did it. Congratulations. You have a lot to be happy about, thankful for, because you certainly overcame a great deal. I'm also thrilled that we are able to provide this in-person graduation, and want to thank many members of this graduating class for making sure we understood that you didn't want another virtual graduation. So thank you for your recommendations. Even though we needed to divide the class in half and limit the number of your guests to make it happen, you each get the moment you deserve to walk across the stage and celebrate your accomplishment. As the president of Cleveland State Community College and on behalf of the faculty and staff, I would like to welcome you to the Spring 2021 Commencement Ceremony. This ceremony will be webcast and broadcast live on the Cleveland State website. It will be archived and can be viewed later also by going to the Cleveland State website. DVD copies will be available at no charge in Cleveland State Library in 2 weeks from today. In order to help us facilitate this special event, we ask that all family and friends remain in the stands throughout the ceremony. And please continue to wear your mask throughout the ceremony. We worked really hard this year to keep your students safe, as well as our faculty and staff and our guests. And we don't want to finish in a problematic situation, so please help us out by continuing to wear your mask throughout the ceremony. And also, if you could, silence your cell phone if you have not done that already. I'd like to introduce my distinguished colleagues who are joining me on the stage today. And first, I'd like to introduce Dr. Barsha Pickle, right here, our Vice President for Academic Affairs. You've already met Willie Thomas, our Assistant to the President for Equity and Inclusion. And over here is Mr. Gary Fuller. He's Chair of the Cleveland State Foundation Board of Trustees. So let's give them all a round of applause. I hope you've noticed the flags on the stage. We have 15 students from 10 countries other than the United States who graduated either last night or today. The flags represent these graduates in the countries of China, Germany, Haiti, Honduras, Iran, Mexico, Philippines, Russia, Switzerland, and the Ukraine. For the spring and summer 2021 graduating class, 81% of our graduates come from the counties within our service area, with 54% coming from Bradley County, 12% from McMinn, 7% from Monroe, 5% from Polk, and 3% from Meigs. We also have 19% from counties outside of our service area, with 9% of our graduates coming from Hamilton County. We anticipate awarding 324 associate degrees and 202 certificates this spring and summer. Our graduates consist of 56% female, 44% male, and the average age of our graduating class is 26 years old. We have also successfully added 5 degrees using the reverse transfer program. This program allows students that transfer from a community college before they earn their 2-year degree to retroactively receive that credential when requirements are met in pursuit of their bachelor's degree. The reverse transfer program has 30 colleges and universities across the state that are participating. Cleveland State is proud that we are the only community college in the state of Tennessee with a full-fledged honors college. Honors courses place more responsibility on the student to lead discussion and conduct independent research on the course's subject matter. Students are also expected to engage in intensive service on our campus and in our community. They take leadership development studies and complete a self-directed capstone research project before graduation. In order to earn the honors diploma, a student must complete the honors colloquium and leadership development studies, take at least 9 honors courses for honors credit, and complete a capstone project that some of you just completed last week. They were excellent. They must graduate with a final GPA of 3.25 or higher. Those graduating today with an honors diploma, and I'm going to call your name, and please stand and remain standing till all of you have been called. Hannah Bales, Elijah Bivens, Dylan Cothern, Sydney Crane, Nadia Fortain, Jessica Harvey, Sydney Hayes, Mason Alexander Hobbs, Quentin Cause, Michaela Marciano, Jonathan Mathis, Ariana Medina, Rebecca Fainer, Sydney Shaver, Peyton Soden, and if I missed anybody else, I'm sorry. Please stand if you're graduating with an honors diploma. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you very much. You can have a seat. Cleveland State is very proud of our Tennessee Valley Early College. This program allows students to pursue an associate's degree at the same time they're earning a high school diploma. In fact, they're all from Cleveland High School this year, and they're walking across our stage today. This Friday, they'll walk across their high school platform, so that's pretty cool. Only the second class in Cleveland State history and the first to graduate in person. We have 12 of these students graduating today. So please stand and remain standing while I call your names. Luis Martinez, Andrew Barnett, Lily Bradney, Amberlynn Campbell, Joy Douglas, Catherine Hamilton, Kristen Hamilton, Ryan Medlin, Victor Pagan, Maya Rodriguez, Mila Taylor, and Elizabeth Yielding. Congratulations on your major accomplishment. The Advanced Technologies Institute, or ATI as we call it, is an honors track which requires students to take leadership development studies and complete extra service hours with organizations where they can practice the leadership techniques that they've studied. These students came to Cleveland State. They are working 3 days a week at an area manufacturer. They're going to class 2 days a week. They're getting paid for their work while they go to school. Just an amazing earn and learn program, so we're very proud of this. They also did a capstone project that integrated research, reflection, public presentation, service, and leadership. And I just told you about the fact that they get to work. This has really been an amazing program. The students graduating today from ATI, and I'll call your name, please stand and remain standing until all the names have been called. Daniel Achenbach, Jonathan Torres, Axel Cortez, Holly Farrow, Logan Hutchison, Christian Niehaus, Samuel Olson, Matthew Robinson, and Logan Smith. Congratulations for graduating with our ATI program. In 2018, we started something new, indicating that Cleveland State stands behind our graduates and guarantee their training. The Tennessee Board of Regents now provides a warranty for graduates of our Associates of Applied Science or technical certificates. If a graduate is not able to perform one or more of the skills expected of graduates, employers can request additional training at no cost to the student or the employer. This warranty is valid for 1 year after graduation, and we have 257 students in this graduating class who qualify for this warranty. Just another sign that Cleveland State confidently stands behind their students. Also at this time, I'd like to recognize our graduates that are in the military. When I call your name, would you please stand and remain standing? Cassandra Davenport, Brandon Day, Jessica Harvey, Joshua McKinney, Brody Ramstein, Daniel Rice, Dakota Coley. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for your service. And if we have any members of the audience who are active military, veterans, reservists, would you please stand? We want to recognize your service as well. We thank you very much. Anybody in the audience who represents the military? Before I forget, many of you participated in our drive-through grad party on April 17th. We asked graduates to show their Cougar spirit by decorating their cars for this event. The winner of the best decorated car was David Carrolls. Congratulations, David. We appreciate you showing your Cougar spirit. And yes, your check will be in the mail. It will be, I promise. At this time, we will present special awards that recognize achievement and exemplary service to Cleveland State. Each recipient will also receive a check from the Cleveland State Community College Foundation. The foundation is made up of community leaders who believe in education and support the mission of Cleveland State. Established in 1971, the foundation has awarded over $6.3 million in scholarships to over 7,500 of our students. At this time, I invite the chair of the foundation board, Mr. Gary Fuller, to present the Distinguished Graduate Award. Gary?
I am Gary Fuller, and I am honored to be here today to present these awards. The Distinguished Graduate Award is given each year to the graduating student who, in the opinion of the college faculty and staff, has contributed the most to the advancement and betterment of Cleveland State Community College. This year, we thought it would be fitting to not only announce the winner, but also to announce those that were nominated for this award, because this, being nominated, is an honor itself. Would you please stand and remain standing when I call your name? Ariana Medina, Quentin Kaus, and Katie Rockhill. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you. This year's distinguished graduate moved to Tennessee with his family when he was 15 years old. Soon after that, he pursued his passion for civic service, community organization, and social awareness in American government, society, and law. He enrolled at Cleveland State in 2019, where he would study history and the humanities in preparation for a life of civic service. During his time at Cleveland State, he has been heavily involved in student life and activities and has also excelled in his studies. Working with his peers and faculty, he helped to start the History and Culture Club and the Athens Diversity Club. Additionally, he assisted in implementing Project SET, which stands for Suicide Education Together, an honors leadership project focusing on suicide prevention, educational awareness, and togetherness for ESL students on all Cleveland State Community College sites. In his community, he participated in many community projects in the Athens area, including interning for the 10th Judicial District Attorney's Office, assisting in organizing Civic Saturday, and volunteering for the local election commission on Election Day. This year, he's been nominated for the school's Club MVP Award, the TBR Student Regent Scholarship Award, and the TBR SOAR Award. In August, he will attend Tennessee Wesleyan, pursuing a bachelor's degree in history with an additional focus on pre-law professional studies. While applying to Tennessee Wesleyan, he was awarded the Annual Transfer Merit Award of $17,000 and the Phi Theta Kappa Membership Scholarship of $1,000. This year's distinguished graduate is Quentin Kaus. Quentin, please come forward to receive this award.
We're actually going to go down here. Follow me.
Our Distinguished Faculty Award is given each year to a member of the Cleveland State faculty in recognition of meritorious service to the college and our communities. I'd like to ask the following people to stand and be recognized for being nominated for this award. Melody Alexander, Denise King, and Jim Meyer. Thank you for your commitment to education and to Cleveland State. This year's distinguished faculty member came to Cleveland State in 1994. Since that time, she has gone from a full-time biology instructor to a tenured associate professor and department chair for the Natural Sciences Division. During her time at Cleveland State, she has served on numerous committees as well as every academic audit team involving science courses. Not only does she participate in the Cleveland State audits, she regularly serves on audit teams that review other college reports, including serving as a team leader for the Tennessee Board of Regents. She's extremely active in her role as an academic advisor. She advises students in both the STEM and the healthcare career communities. She gladly participates in student orientation session and covers any advising center shift that is needed, always more than required. In addition to her regular teaching load, she regularly serves as a capstone director for numerous students in the Honors College. In the past, she took students on international trips to enhance their learning experience here at Cleveland State. According to the nomination form, she puts in many extra hours to work one-on-one with her students and goes over and above classroom and office hours. This past year, she developed online and hybrid courses for General Biology 1 and 2, Microbiology, and Nutrition. She's done an excellent job with the pandemic, meeting her classes virtually and providing live lectures rather than having them watch videos. She's very active in her church and serves as a caretaker for older family members. She also remains in contact with former Cleveland State faculty and staff, keeping them up to date on what is happening at Cleveland State. The 2021 Distinguished Faculty Member is Denise King. Denise, please come forward for this award.
In addition to today's awards, we also recognize our Distinguished Staff Awards that were given at last night's ceremony. We had two winners this year, Joyce Chapman and Kelly Roach. Kelly, you're right here. Stand up. We'll give you applause too. I'd also like to thank Gary for being here today representing the foundation. They do so many great things for the college, and it's really important that they participate in this ceremony. It is my great honor now to introduce our special speaker for today. Rebecca Fainer is the fourth of 7 children born to Haitian immigrant parents. Her family moved from Florida to Cleveland, Tennessee when she was 7 years old. She graduated from Cleveland High School with a 4.0 GPA and decided to proudly attend Cleveland State Community College in the fall of 2018. During her matriculation at Cleveland State, Rebecca has been a very active student. She is in the Honors College and was awarded the 2020-2021 Outstanding Honor Student Award and has held several leadership positions on campus. She served as a peer mentor, the vice president of the Student Government Association, president of the Diversity Club, and the president of the Baptist Collegiate Ministry. She's also active in her community, volunteering with the Unity Center and the Cleveland Homeless Shelter. She currently works at the Boys and Girls Club, where she gets to share her love for children and helping others. Rebecca appreciates every leadership opportunity she has received at Cleveland State and looks forward to the next level of her educational journey. She was awarded the Outstanding Leadership Scholarship from Fisk University and will attend there in the fall to continue her studies in psychology. She knows the value of self-care, and in her spare time, she enjoys watching movies and spending time with her friends. Her source of motivation and stress relief can be found in the Bible in Luke 12, verses 22 through 34. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to present our special speaker for the day, Rebecca Feiner.
Thank you, Dr. Seymour, and good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome all graduates, faculty, friends, and family to the Spring 2021 Commencement Ceremony of Cleveland State Community College. My name is Rebecca Feiner, and I'm honored to stand here today before you. I want to give a big congratulations to all the graduates who are here today and to the ones who were here yesterday. The world is plagued with so much tragedy, and the aftermaths of these tragedies, we're constantly being bombarded with racial and social injustices, mass shootings, politics, COVID, and of course, pollen. But despite all these disasters, we made it. So give yourselves a round of applause. This past year has been an extremely difficult one. College is already a time of challenges and changes that expand our world, but this year and a half has been all of that plus so much more. We had to go through the repetitive cycles of isolation and the accompanying procrastination, through the consistent wearing of masks to keep those we love safe, and through the fear or actuality of losing our loved ones. We made it. Through the times we wanted to smile at someone, but they couldn't see it. Through the times we wanted to hug a loved one, but we couldn't do it. We made it. Through all the times we fell asleep in class, and through all the times we decided to actually turn our cameras on and didn't fall asleep in class, we made it. Some of us, on top of these, had to endure through the indirect traumatic effects of witnessing the murders and harassment and racial and social injustices towards people of color and other marginalized groups. We had to see the wrongful murders of our Black and Asian brothers and sisters and countless other racially charged actions in the media. But despite and through all this, we made it. Oftentimes, we all forget the hard work and perseverance we had to have to make it through this year because our dedication has come through fruition. But I'm here to remind you guys how much you've overcome. We've overcome so many difficulties that classes before us and classes to come may never have to go through. We're proof that we can achieve anything we set our minds to, so remember that. Wherever you go from here, remember that you can do anything you devote yourself to. And if you don't believe me, just look around you. Each and every one of you are sitting here as products and fruit of your own labor and devotion. Not everyone makes it this far, but we did. I leave you guys with this. Continue to press on and persevere like you did these past couple of years, and you will succeed. The difference between successful and unsuccessful people isn't in their abilities, but rather in the desires and devotions to reach their goals. I encourage you guys to keep striving towards your goals as you depart here from Cleveland State. But as of today and now, celebrate yourselves, because in the words of the great philosopher and rapper Drake, we made it. Thank you and congratulations, everyone.
One note before we begin conferring our degrees. We have professional photographers taking pictures of each graduate. So we would like to ask that all family and friends stay in the stands during the ceremony and remain until all graduates have exited the gym. Dr. Pickle, this is the moment they've been waiting for. I'm going to put my cap up.
Would the graduates please stand? Dr. Seymour, I am pleased to present to you the graduating class of 2021. As Vice President for Academic Affairs, I certify that the students have fulfilled all the requirements set forth by the Tennessee Board of Regents and that they are entitled to receive the appropriate degrees or certificates.
With the power vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents and the state of Tennessee, and upon recommendation of the faculty and administration of Cleveland State Community College, these candidates are hereby awarded an Associates of Arts degree, an Associates of Fine Arts degree, an Associates of Science degree, an Associate of Applied Science degree, or a certificate with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, everybody. We'll now commence with the conferring of degrees.
Now presenting candidates receiving an honors diploma. Nadia Gabrielle Fontaine. Ariana Medina. Jessica Elizabeth Harvey. Holly L. Farrow. Peyton Nicole Souder. Rebecca Fenor. Michaela L. Marcereau. Mason Alexander Hobbs. Elijah Aaron Bivens. Excel Cortez. Daniel B. Archambault. Christian Donald Niehaus. Logan R. Smith. Matthew Levi Robinson. Jonathan G. Contreras Torres. Logan P. Hutchison. Samuel J. Olson. Sydney A. Shaver. Quentin Thomas Kaus. Now presenting candidates in the Tennessee Valley Early College Program. Joy Elizabeth Douglas. Lily Bradney. Ryan Caleb Medlin. Victor Alexander Pagan. Andrew Lee Barnett. Catherine Faye Hamilton. Kristen Elise Hamilton. Maya Alejandra Rodriguez. Amberlynn Bree Campbell. Mila Rhiannon Taylor. Luis Miguel Alejandro Martinez. Elizabeth Onelia Yielding. Now presenting candidates in advanced technology. James Michael Todd Appleton. Tabitha Amber Swallows. Curtis Cherry. Paul Anthony Crisp. Patrick Dwayne Arthur. Luis G. Fernandez. Diploma presented by his mother, Karen Wyrick, Samuel Tyler Wyrick. Ralph S. Duncan. Casey C. Smith. Dennis Molina. Annalise Christel Josephine Peterson. Christopher Jace Mangrum. Michael Jeffrey Hodge. William Trevor Day. Brandon C. Cabrera. Austin D. Howard. Bogdan Prokopchuk. Trenton Bright. Edward Jason Allman. Cody Helton. Kyle Tatum. Kane Whittington. Anthony R. Williams. Eugene Sinitsky. Benjamin Cooper. Justin T. Grant. Andrew Murphy. Chad Philip Price. Colby Tyler Self. Ethan Bradley Ivans. Trevor R. Ingram. Crystal Lynn Walker. Now presenting candidates in Arts and Humanities. Sarah L. Lyles. Kayla R. Batchelor. Talitha Leanne Shell. Gregory P. Banther. Rosemary Passavan. David A. Carroll. Ethan James David Johnson. Eli Z. Ryder. Katera Renee Green. Ethan W. Myers. Antonio Venegas. Now presenting candidates in education. Ashley Faith Rogers. Sarah Beth Wyatt. Mary E. Humphreys. Amber Michelle Still. Erica Monique Harris. Sylvia Joy Mason. Stacy L. Mullins. Diploma presented by her mother, Angie Freeman, Hope Marie Maxwell. Brandon F. Badillo. Haven Emilia Buff. Bailey Krista Holmes. Laurel B. Bargeron. Katie A. Rockhill. Mariam Hajaji Nashafabadi. Amber Renea Atkins. Kaylee Ann Hughes. Anne Marie Holbert. Katie Miley Koob. Sydney Drew Townsend. Now presenting candidates in social sciences. Lisa Marie Allen. Jenna H. Phillips. Brandolyn Steele. Lauren Ashley McPhail. Olivia Joanne Jenkins. Riley E. Hovel. Rachel Leanne Whaley. Alia Danae Harris. Haley B. Howard. Tabitha Lynn Bates. Amanda Gilland. Alan George Johnson. Rebecca A. Hicks. Jennifer Harrell. Bailey Nicole Nelson. Maggie G. Maples. Cora Emily Queen. Dakota B. Lazenby. Morgan Vancor. Jimena Villanueva. Rocio Corona. Adrian Mora. Jacob Sheldon Beatty. Gerald Ryan Schaefer. Now presenting candidates in STEM. Victoria Jurgen. Jenny Inez Bates. Michaela Page Crook. Elizabeth Esmeralda Pantoja. Renee D. Raymond. Kayla Lee Miller. Alex R. Foote. Damaris Ramirez. Lindsay M. Phillips. Jared Trevor Young. Samuel Lawrence Hooker. Dylan T. Carlson. Alexander D. Duke. Caden Dean Sherlin. Jonathan Bruce Compton. John W. Hintz.
Would the graduating class please stand for a second? This is that point in the program where you move your tassels from your right to the left, indicating that you're now official graduates of Cleveland State Community College. Congratulations. Now that you are alumni, please continue to consider yourself a part of the Cleveland State family, and please stay in touch as much as possible. Congratulations. Please remain standing. We'll now sing the Cleveland State alma mater. You all have a copy of it on your program. And for everybody in the audience, it's a tradition here at Cleveland State that everybody stand and sing along the Cleveland State alma mater, led by members of our vocal rhapsody. Thank you, Vocal Rhapsody. The words of that were written by Francis Eaglehouse, one of the first students at Cleveland State in 1967, and then it was arranged further by our own Karen Dale. All right, you can have a seat. Thank you very much. So before you get to depart, this is the point in the program where the president gets to provide some parting comments. A point of personal privilege, I guess is the way to put it. Probably the last words that you'll hear before you officially commence the rest of your life, or at least going out to lunch with your family and your friends. First and foremost, I want to tell you how proud we are of all of you, each and every one of you. Not only because you have reached your goal of gaining your degree or certificate from this college, but because you persevered through a year shaped by a worldwide pandemic. You have faced challenges and changes that no students needed to overcome in the history of higher education. Just like you, your faculty and staff did everything they could in the face of COVID-19 to assure your success here today. Simply, they did an amazing job. Will you do me a favor, students, graduates, and stand and show your appreciation for your faculty and staff. Well deserved, for sure. You can have a seat again, thank you. So not only are we proud of you, we celebrate with each and every one of you. This is one of the reasons why it was so important to meet you here today face to face. Speaking of challenges, I think it's important to point out that some of you and your families face challenges that nobody else had to face. Not only these past couple of years, but throughout your lives. If you look like me, you never needed to endure the pain or humiliation of discrimination, racism, or hate because of the color of your skin. You never needed to find your way forward with the extra burden to bear. To me, this is the definition of white privilege, and sometimes we get hung up on that. But this term does not take anything away from whites. It doesn't say we did not work hard to achieve what we have achieved. It just means that we did not need to carry the extra weight of racism on top of everything else. Now, my grandfather was born in 1896, and he worked in the coal mines of Pennsylvania. He never carried that weight. My father was born in 1919. He put himself through college and raised a family of 5, but he never had to face the humiliation of racism. I was born in 1957, and I earned a doctorate and became a college president, but I never had to carry that weight of racism. Unfortunately, it took me 60 years to begin to understand the root causes of racism and to look at it through a different set of lenses. I believe our younger generation is learning it a lot quicker, and for that, I am very encouraged and grateful. For our Black, Indigenous, or people of color, I hope your experience here at Cleveland State has lightened the weight of social injustice. I hope you found this a safer place to learn and grow, one that encouraged you to achieve your goals. This same sentiment exists for all students who struggle with differences, whether that is nationality, gender, religion, or sexual identification. I want you to know that we love and respect each and every one of you exactly for who you are. We know we have lots of work to do to make this campus an even more equitable and inclusive environment. We are earnestly committed towards this end. After all, we are a community college, one that is open and accessible and as diverse as the community that we serve. Our mission here at Cleveland State is to build strong minds, communities, and careers through exceptional teaching and learning, workforce development, and service for each and every one of you. I want you to know that we wish you all the very best, and thank you for participating in this special ceremony. I tell you, it really warms my heart to see so many people in one place. It's been a long time, and I'm thankful that we had the opportunity to do this in person. So again, we wish you all the very best. Thank you. It's now time for the recessional. In honor of our graduating class of 2021, we ask that you refrain from exiting the building, except the graduates, during the recessional. You may meet your graduate outside the gym once they have exited. Again, thank you for your assistance with this matter. Our recessional will be led by the platform party, followed by the faculty, and then the students. Strike up the music, please.